Hi, I'm back today to do a favorites video. I haven't filmed one of these in a really long time, but I just kind of was in the mood for it. So that's what I'm gonna do today. Toby's joining us. Oh my God, could that have been timed any better? I have a ton of stuff I wanna mention, and so I'm just gonna dive right in. So in terms of cosmetics, I've been way more into makeup lately again, but the things I've been super into are this super basic, it's a tiny little sample of the Laura Mercier translucent powder. This powder is the bomb if you have dry skin. I feel like it sets my skin. I'm wearing it today, but my skin doesn't look lifeless. It's like set, my makeup stays on. I'm only wearing concealer in this powder. And it has been a lifesaver. The next thing is an Urban Decay blush in Rapture. I love this. It's a very kind of fall-y shade. I don't really like only wear fall shades in the fall, but it's a really pretty kind of plummy color. But I'm wearing it today, and I just wore it a lot lighter today because it is one that you can really build up, but I wore it a little bit lighter today and I really liked it. Something else I'm wearing today is the Anastasia Moonchild. I didn't care about this when it first came out. I was just like, whatever. Anastasia has become more of a favorite brand for me, but it's not one that I ever was like super attracted to in the beginning. This one is just a bunch of blue and purple, but then there is a green and a pink highlight. I'm actually wearing the green one today. Oh, you can kind of see it. I'm not sure if that's going to translate on to camera, but I just wore it really lightly, so it does highlight still, but every once in a while you kind of catch the greenness. And I've loved this. I think this was $40, and I've worn it every day since I bought it, and I kind of bought it impulsively, so I thought, is this going to be something I actually care about? But it's something that I'm regularly using. My favorite one is Purple Horseshoe, and you can see how beautiful and like iridescent it is. And I typically will wear it with this blush, and you can really see the kind of bluey look that it has. And then I think the only last cosmetics thing is I have been obsessed with the Beauty Blender again. I treated myself to a new one. These are $20. It's kind of hard to spend, and I feel like they're kind of wasteful because you use them and then you have to throw them away, and I just feel like all of these beauty people who are using Beauty Blenders, we are all throwing them away. That's a lot of garbage. But I actually used mine for so long, like you're not supposed to, but I always wash it, sanitize it, and all of that. These hold up so much better than the other ones that I have used, and so I feel confident that I will be able to have this one for a long time. And it's really, there's a tiny bit of staining, but not a ton. So I find that's far superior. My two favorite, like more recent books, probably in the last month, have been You Don't Have to Say You Love Me by Sherman Alexie. I put up a separate video for this. It was so good, and it's definitely one of my favorites. I've been listening to Harry Potter, so I finished Order of the Phoenix earlier this month, and I just love Harry Potter. I love Harry Potter, and I just listen to it at night before I go to bed. It feels like a very comforting thing to listen to block out other noise. So that's definitely been a favorite. I'm listening to Half-Blood Prince right now. Probably my favorite Harry Potter book as well. But I guess that could be part of my favorites, right? Favorite Harry Potters. So I have a bunch of other really random stuff that I'm gonna link below. Over the summer, I listened to the S-Town podcast. So good. It's produced by the same people that did Serial, and I actually didn't love Serial. I was probably like the only person, but S-Town I found so compelling. It's really short. It's like 6 or 7 episodes. A lot of cursing, so if you don't like cursing, don't listen to it. But it's kind of this little, like, I don't know, it's just a really interesting story about a guy that lives in a place he calls S-Town. And yeah, it's hard to describe, I guess. He's convinced that a crime happened, and he wants someone to come investigate, and that's kind of what kicks off this really odd story. It's so good though, and I think that most people would really enjoy it. Other sort of like entertainment things that I've Really enjoyed. I watched the newest season of Orange is the New Black this summer. I loved it. A lot of people I know didn't like it. I think because it was the riot the whole time. I just think it's so good, and I love the character so much. Tasty is my very favorite character now. Well, like one of my favorite characters, but I felt like she really like had her time to shine this season. So if you haven't watched that, or if you have started it but not finished it, I would finish it. I finished Girls this summer. I watched the last season. I am like 6 months behind on that. Really, really liked it. I love that show so much, and I had a lot of feelings about the end, and I still am not sure like how I feel about it. I just like Adam. I love Adam forever. He's probably my favorite character. What else? Game of Thrones. The Game of Thrones season finale was last night. So good. I feel like I don't understand when people tell me that they don't watch Game of Thrones or that they don't like it, because I just think it's probably the best television show that I've ever seen in terms of production and story and all of that. So I think that was season 7, and it was just so good. And Jon Snow, and Arya, and it's some of the best characters. They have just the greatest characters. So that's definitely a favorite. And then 2, actually 3, one of my random things I'm going to consume right now. I love this Pure Tea unsweetened black. I buy the unsweetened green every once in a while and the unsweetened lemon, but this is so good. This is such a good, feels like such a nice treat. 0 calories, so it's 0 smart points if you're on Weight Watchers, but also I just love plain iced tea. I try not to drink it every day because I do get caffeine headaches if I do, but that's definitely a favorite. Something random, I started following Junk Banter on Instagram. He has a blog and Snapchat, and I will link whatever I can down below, and he literally just finds these like last night it was Nestle Toll House pumpkin cobbler cookies or something. Like he just finds like those random, it's like cheesecake Cool Whip, apple pie Oreos, just like that random junk food. And I don't ever eat stuff like that. Like I do try the weird flavored Oreos, but that's it. I don't try like Reese's peanut butter cup creamer, but I just love watching his reviews. He reviewed all of the new Halo Top flavors, and I've just really loved that, and I love following his Instagram. It makes me want to eat more junk food, but I mean, I don't ever do it. So if you're into that at all or just interested, he's really funny. He kind of looks like Megamind. Did anyone see that movie? Because he reminds me a lot of Megamind. And then my very last thing was kind of cool. I went to an IT Cosmetics event at our local Ulta, and the owner of the brand, Jamie, came to the store, which was super cool. I had a huge panic attack at the beginning of it, but I was gonna say I played it cool. I didn't play it cool. I freaked out, and lots of people saw me freak out and like cry and everything. But after that, it was so great. It was such like kind of an uplifting kind of woman, but like every woman kind of a vibe. Like there were so many people that were so different. There were a couple people who were like really young, a couple people who were really old. And it just made me think that I kind of wish we had more opportunities to do stuff like that and celebrate all types of women. We got to take a picture. She was so nice. She sat and talked to everyone. She sat and talked to my grandma for so long, and she was just so nice and kind, and there were like QVC people there, which people were super excited about. I don't watch QVC. But everyone was just so nice, and it just felt like such a like kind of celebration of being a woman, not necessarily a woman who has to wear makeup even. It was just kind of cool to be around people like that, and it was really nice. People were very nice to me, even though I looked like a freak. So, but yeah, I hope that if you did watch this whole video, I really, really appreciate it. I love seeing when people watch my videos. For some reason, I feel so cool. Like, I think it's such a cool thing to see people from all over watching your videos and commenting and everything like that. So if you want to send me or like put a comment below, I love getting comments. And if you want, you can subscribe to me. I have 12 subscribers, and I literally get excited for every single one. I just think this has been such a like fun thing for me to do, and I really appreciate anybody who does watch and wants to share with me. So that is all. I hope you have a happy day. Talk to you later.